Hello everybody, this is BlastBricks here with another video, and today we are actually doing my 100 subscriber special, and also the beginning of a new series that I plan on making. It's like a Q&A type thing. It is similar to Ask M&R by M&R Productions, of course, but that's just my general idea. I have asked you guys in a YouTube short to ask me a bunch of questions, Star Wars based. A few of you guys didn't really get the memo of like that it's meant to be like not trivia, but it's meant to be like my opinions on certain topics and whatnot. Either way, thank you to everybody who participated, and let me know down in the comments more questions, and if you think I should put, like, say your names, like your usernames, like, I'll go with whatever people want to say, but if you, like, I'm gonna automatically not put your username unless you say, hey, I want my username in the video. Anyway, I'm stalling too much. First question is, favorite Old Republic character. And my favorite Old Republic character is actually Darth Malgus? Malak? No, I really can't remember. I have the box right here. Yeah, Darth Malak, I was right. Yeah, Darth Malak. He's just, I'm gonna be real, actually, wait, no. He's not my favorite. I changed my mind. It's, what's his name? Jace Malcolm. Jace Malcolm. I love Jace Malcolm. He is so cool. Here's my custom that I made of him. I used Boba Fett's face because he's cool, and I just really like Jace Malcolm. I just think he's cool. He's just a cool character. I just like him a lot. I also really like Darth Revan. I don't know. I don't usually indulge in Old Republic as much. I indulge in the story, but I don't indulge in the actual, like, timeline of the Old Republic. I more so indulge in my own stories that I've created. That's more so what I've done. Second question is, what is my favorite, like, role in Star Wars, if that makes sense? Like, Jedi, Sith, Clone Trooper, Stormtrooper, just general military character, bounty hunter, that kind of thing. And the question is, like, what is my favorite, and which one would I want to be? So, this actually has a lot of different layers to it. So, if I could be any role in the Star Wars universe, I would want to be a moisture farmer, because then there's, like, no danger, 100% job security. It would just be a wonderful job. If I wanted to be super cool and badass, I would immediately want to become a bounty hunter, because bounty hunters are sick as hell. Being a clone trooper would be nice, but, you know, I'd die in my first battle because I am a wuss. But yeah, that was a good question. I appreciate the person who asked that. My favorite lightsaber user is another question that was asked. And that is probably, like, I don't know, there's a lot of layers to that. I really like Anakin. I know it's basic. Someone's gonna flame me in the comments, but, like, I really, really like, Anakin. He's just super powerful. He's a good character. He has wonderful development. Like, he's just a great character overall, and I just really, really like him. I also really like, who am I thinking of? I really like Plo Koon. He's just nice. I just like Plo Koon. He's cool. He's just a nice fellow. But, if we're going off of characters that I've made, I actually really like my own character that I named, Sora. She's going to be a part of my upcoming stop-motion, Rogue Troopers. Here's what she looks like. I don't know, I just really like her design. She's going to be a part of, or Rogue Trooper, I guess. Not Rogue Troopers, but it's whatever. Either way, I just really like her. I've put a bunch of character development into her, and I need to start working on the show at some point. But yeah, that's my answer to that. My favorite lightsaber color? Purple. I like purple. That's about it. I like purple. And if I were to be a Jedi, I would probably get a purple lightsaber, because I generally don't like the Jedi or the Sith. I think they're both stupid and too dumb to get along with each other. And they should just form together and just become one thing, and just put aside some of their differences and just worship the Force, because that's what the whole belief system is generally about. That's just kind of it. I don't know. I just like purple. Now, my favorite ship in all of Star Wars is probably this sexy little ship right here, the U-Wing. I like U-Wings, but my favorite ship from a named character is probably Bosk's ship. You know, Bosk, the Trandoshan bounty hunter. I really like him. He has a nice ship. I like how it looks. That's about it. I also really like the Millennium Falcon. We also have my own ship that's called the Veil. I made a short on that not too long ago. I really like the Veil. It's a cool ship. It's one that I made. So, yeah. What's my favorite clone legion? This is an excellent question. I really like the Wolf. Words. I really like the Wolfpack. It's just a great Legion. I also really like the 41st Elite Corps, and I also like the Galactic Marines. They're very cool, but I don't have any on me at this moment. I just think there's some very cool, like, I just think they're very cool. Um, do I prefer Phase 1 or Phase 2 armor? Now, this is actually a very interesting question, because for animated style, I prefer Phase 1 armor all the way. But for realistic style, I prefer Phase 2 armor. It's just the way the cookie crumbles. I generally prefer Phase 1, though. So thank you to the many people who asked that. The coolest minifig. Well, as you can see, I have a little bit of a lineup right here of my favorite minifigs that I own. We have them separated based off of customs, purist customs. We got customs that I made, purist customs, some like American Bricks, normal GCC, just Lego, purist custom. Another purist custom. This is the seventh brother. I made him. I love him. He's such a good character. I've made him a lot. But let's just start off. We have General Hero. He is my very own general that I made. I really like him a lot. Oh, I just realized my lights are off. Hope nobody minds that I'm taking a second out of my wonderful day to turn on the lights, so that way you guys can actually have some somewhat decent quality in here. Sorry, this is my first time doing this, so I'm a little bit anxious, because that's just how it tends to work. But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Commander or General Hero. I just like him. He's cool. He's a cool minifigure that I made. And here is another one of my favorites. This is Longshot, or well, his redesigned version that I'm currently animating with. He's very cool. I just like Longshot. I need to give him a backpack though. I need to paint him one. Then we have Dorian, who's a character from Rogue Trooper. He is the Rogue Trooper. Yeah, that's about it for him. I don't know. He's just purest custom. I like him a lot. Here we got the Purge Trooper. This is from American Bricks, and I really like the minifigure. It's just an excellent minifigure. It has amazing quality and amazing printing on him. Then we also have Scorch, who is my favorite clone trooper, actually. So for all the people who asked that, I like Scorch. Scorch is cool. And also, this is one of my favorite customs that I've ever bought. My actual favorite custom that I've ever bought is my Commander Wolf. Like, this is just impeccable quality. I mean, like, this feels like actual Lego. And, like, Lego really needs to step up their game, because GCC is going to be taking over soon. Then we also have my General Gree. I really like him. He's a good... he's one of my favorite minifigures. This one actually has more sentimental value. A friend gave him to me for basically free, and it was real nice. And I also really like my custom seventh brother, who's once again a character that I made. I really like him. He's just a nice minifigure, and I'm planning on making a stop motion with him in it. So look out for that when it comes out. Now what do we got now? Oh yeah, if I could lead any clone legion. So if I could lead any clone legion, I would definitely want to lead the Galactic Marines, because I feel like that would just be so good. Like, I feel like I would be a good leader. I feel like I would be a good leader to the Galactic Marines. That's just about it. I also really like the Galactic Marines. What else do we got? I'm sorry, I should be marking these off as I go. Lead clone army. There we go. Okay, so what kind of lightsaber form would I use? This is actually a great question that somebody asked me. I was astonished that somebody would ask that good of a question. I just really like it. So my favorite lightsaber form, and the one that I would personally utilize, is Form 2, or the Strength form, I believe. It's the kind that Count Dooku uses, and also the type of lightsaber that I would use is a curved lightsaber. I don't actually like curved lightsabers in and of themselves, but I feel like in order to have a sword fighting, you need inherent strength. And it would be nice if I had some strength in there, and it would increase, like, aggressiveness and just general offense. So I just feel like that would work very well for me. Best clone fig. Well, we already went with these guys and my customs, but we already got my customs shown off. But my favorite clone fig is Gree. Sentimental value, What did I write? Oh, my most niche Star Wars fig. Huh. I never actually thought about that one. Huh. That's new. Usually I don't get that. My most niche one. Huh. Let me go. I'm gonna continue yapping, but like, that's actually a really good question. I don't know what my most niche one is. Oh wait, I actually got a pretty niche one back here in my clone army because I'm looking at my clone army right now and I got a few really niche ones. All right, yeah, those ones are pretty niche. Okay, I think I got some ones to show off now. First of all, Old Republic Trooper. They are a great. They're pretty niche, you know. Not a lot of people like the Old Republic, and that's fine. And then my Luminara and Dually, which was just too expensive to get. I bought her with my clone Turbo Tank, and she's just a great figure. But not a lot of people have this, and it's kind of niche. But this is like more niche. I don't really collect a lot of niche stuff. I'm generally a pretty mainstream individual, which leads us directly into our next question of what kind of aesthetic do I have? This was asked. This was a great question. I'm actually like grunge. I'm super duper grunge, and just in the way that I dress and the way that I act. I don't really present, like, obviously, I'm just a pair of disembodied hands, you know? You don't, yeah. I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? I don't usually yap this much in YouTube videos. But, like, I dress pretty grunge and stuff like that. I just like being emo and alternative. So, yeah. Most niche. Best clone. My best clone, is Commander Gree. I just like Gree a lot. He's a great character, great figure. But also Rex, if we're going for a general character building, like the best character, it's either Fives or Rex. Just because Fives and Rex have so much character development, it's hard for you not to pick them as your favorite. Now, my biggest hot take. Okay, don't get mad at me in the comments, okay? But this is my biggest hot take. I think that we might actually be in the second renaissance of LEGO Star Wars. Genuinely, I think that with all the things that are coming out, especially with that new AT-AT leak, I think we might actually be in the second renaissance of LEGO Star Wars. This is the second good portion because clones are literally the best they have ever been, in my opinion. Besides the non-printed Luis capes, they are perfect in every way. And don't you come at me for the freaking helmet holes, because the helmet holes are fucking necessary. I'm sorry, I'm cursing now, but like, the helmet holes are necessary. Like, you could not have a character with a visor without the helmet holes, because let me just show you. You need the helmet holes in order for them to have a visor. And if you want to customize your clones, you either have to have a visor or you have to have no helmet holes. And I'm taking the visor every day of the week. We are in the second renaissance of LEGO Star Wars. The only thing that stops it from being a full renaissance is the smart play sets that I need to make a review on, because I actually did get the smart play sets. I got the ATST, but I'm not going to do a review on the ATST because I kind of modified it. Actually, let me show you off my modified version. I modified him, so now he's really tall, and he looks cool. I just like him a lot. But like I was saying, you know, that is my hot take. And also, I think that this wave of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie are actually, like, some of the best, like, LEGO sets that we've had in a good long while. That's not really that big of a hot take, but still. But thank you for somebody asking that. Now, my favorite walker in all of Star Wars is probably the AT-AT. I know it's bland. It's either the AT-AT or ATTE just because of how cool they are. I also really like the AT-DP. AT-DPs are pretty cool. You know, the ones that look like chickens but have the weird looking head. So yeah, that's just my opinion. Now, somebody asked me, who would win Bastila Shan versus Anakin Skywalker? And if you don't know who Bastila Shan is, she is a super powerful character from Knights of the Old Republic, and she is very powerful. But if we're talking, like, peak Anakin, like Nightfall Anakin, I don't think there was a Jedi who could have beaten Nightfall Anakin, just because he is quite literally the most powerful person in the galaxy at that point. So that is just what I'm saying. Anakin Skywalker all the way. Bastila Shan is just getting turned in. She's getting atomized. Just freaking turned into a red smear on the concrete. That is what is going to happen. Now, my thoughts on this year's sets. I kind of already went through them, but let me kind of go through the sets, like, in general. The AT-AT, literally a perfect set. And when I make my review, I will, because I'm getting that set 100%, and I will be making a review on it. and I will be giving my full and complete thoughts after watching the movie, so I can give like accuracy, playability, displayability, all that kind of stuff. But so far from what I've seen of the set images, looks amazing. Like, looks amazing in every way. And just generally this year's sets, I think they're pretty good, minus the fucking smart play. I don't like smart play. I don't like it. I played with it. Why do they sound like that? They should not sound like that. I'll be making a full review on my channel soon, so keep an eye out for that. But, you know. Let's see, what else do we got? We got... Oh yeah, did Mace Windu live? Or, like, what was my opinion? What do I think happened to Mace Windu? So, not in canon, I personally like to believe that he lived and he actually was Snoke and he got cloned and that's how it works, because I feel like that would have been very well. But guess what? In canon, he's dead. Okay, that's what happened to Mace Windu. He is dead. Oh, somebody's getting pulled over or something. Anyway, like I was saying, Mace Windu is 100% dead. Like, no questions asked. But I like to believe that he is actually Snoke, and you know that's just what I like to believe. Then we got my favorite Sith. Oh wait, did I already answer my favorite Sith? Who actually is my favorite Sith? Well, my favorite Sith is this guy. I like him. I like the fourth brother. Seventh brother. I like the seventh brother. He's a good character. I don't know. I'm working on him. He's cool. I like him. That's all you get. That's all I really got. He's a cool character. I just like him a lot. Or Cal Kestis, if you count Cal Kestis as a Sith. I like to count him as a Sith now, especially after the second game. So, you know, that's just what I'm thinking. So what is the future of Grogu? This is a very weird question because I didn't fully understand what it meant. But, what do you mean, like, the future for the franchise or the future of the movie series? Because I think for the future of the movie series, he's going to grow up, he's going to be a Mandalorian, and that's going to be his path. Because I haven't watched the movie yet, and I'm going to watch it actually tomorrow. After this video uploads, I'm going to watch it tomorrow, and I'll maybe make a post or something with my updated opinions. But what I think is him for the future of like Star Wars as a franchise, I think Star Wars is going to continue to milk him until they can't anymore, and then it's just going to be he's just going to have a slow, painful death like Porgs, like Ewoks, like literally every other cute creature in Star Wars. He's just kind of pathetic. I don't like Baby Yoda anymore. He was cute for the beginning. He turned into a baby. He pulled a Baby Groot, and now he's just kind of annoying. As far as I'm concerned. Now my opinions on the Acolyte. Here's my opinions on the Acolyte. I watched the first episode. It was so goddamn boring that I quit midway through. I couldn't watch it. I just couldn't. I also don't have access to Disney Plus anymore, so I would watch it again if I could, but I quite literally can't. So maybe if I get Disney Plus at some point, maybe I will, but I don't know. From what I've heard about it, it's pretty bad, so I can't make a fully informed conclusion on this, but, you know. Now, best Jedi of the Clone Wars era. Oh wait, I completely skipped a question. Best Jedi of the Clone Wars era. I would say either Obi-Wan or Ahsoka, just because Obi-Wan is a great dude, and then Ahsoka is also just a great character with a wonderful development and whatnot. But my favorite Star Wars movie / show, Andor. Or not Andor. What am I thinking of? Rogue One. Rogue One is my undeniable favorite show / movie. My favorite show is The Clone Wars. My favorite movie is, Andor. Or not Andor. What? Why do I keep on saying Andor? What am I thinking of? Rogue One. Rogue One is my favorite movie. That's it. It's a good movie. Wonderful development. All the characters died in the end. It was great. Sorry that I just spoiled that for you. If that was an actual spoiler to you, you are not a real Star Wars fan. I hate to break it to you, but if that is an actual spoiler, you are not a Star Wars fan. And then what else do we got? How long have I been collecting? That is an excellent question. So, collecting Star Wars clone minifigures, it's been about 7 years. That's why my clone army is so big, and I know it's ginormous. It gets me all the ladies. All the ladies love my large, throbbing clone army. It's quite literally how I met my girlfriend, so, you know, just, it's nice, okay? Clone armies are great. Then we also got, like, how long I've been collecting Star Wars in period. Probably since I was, like, 5. Like, being real here, probably since I was 5. I didn't really like Star Wars, and I thought it was boring, but that's because my dad showed me the fucking sequels first. And that can give you a pretty good idea on what I think about the sequels, because they're bullshit. It was literally the scene of him milking the big creature, and I'm like, is this what Star Wars is, Dad? And he's like, yeah, basically. And he completely ruined Star Wars for like 5 years of my life. I could have been indoctrinated way sooner, and they ruined it for me. Ruined it. What else do we got? Oh yeah, if I was a random civilian on Coruscant during Order 66, what would I do? The simplest answer is nothing. I would continue to live my life. I would wait for the Empire to pass over. But if I had previous knowledge of Order 66, what I would do is I would probably flee the planet. Just go to Tatooine, get out of here. Just skedaddle, turn into a moisture farmer. If I had pre knowledge on it. That's just... Sorry if that's not the answer you were expecting, random person who asked this, but just that. Favorite portion of Star Wars, like Old Republic, Clone Wars, OGs, sequels, and then the whatever comes after the sequels, High Republic. I don't fucking know, but I generally like the Old Republic and the Clone Wars the most, because I think the High Republic is a little bit boring with not a whole lot of conflict. So it's just kind of, I don't really like it. But I do like the Old Republic and the Clone Wars. Probably prefer the Clone Wars over that. But the original trilogy is slowly growing on me more as I've started reading more of the books. I do like the original trilogy, but it's like, I know it's sinful to say this, but like, it's... If you watch the movies, it's good, but it just doesn't hit the same, in my opinion. Like, I wish there were more Jedi. Like, when you think about Star Wars, you think about a bunch of Jedi fighting a bunch of Sith, and that's what you think about Star Wars. And it's just not quite there, just because I don't know if this is because I grew up with the Clone Wars, but just get off my back. No need to comment on that one. Then we have the question of, do I have an AT-AT? Well, that's a wonderful question. Do I have an AT-AT? I think this is an AT-AT. I don't know, it tells me horrible things, and he actually told me exactly when and how I would die. So, real scared for the 14th. Anyway. There we go. But yes, I do have an AT-AT. Thank you for asking, random user. And, I can't read my own handwriting. What did I write here? What did I write at the bottom? What did I write? Is what did I write? Oh yeah, if I could be an alien species, what would I be? That was what I wrote. Yeah, if I could be any alien species from Star Wars and not be human, what would I be? I would be Hutt. Just because I'm immediately born into a wonderful living situation with so much money and so much family. It would be great just living as a Hutt. Just being able to indulge just constantly. That sounds amazing. Just living in pure bliss sounds absolutely fabulous. And that is my final question for today, everybody. Comment down below if you would like to see a part 2. And comment down below any questions that you might have that I can answer if there is a part 2. Feel free to ask. I literally will answer anything because I'm so desperate for questions. I hope you enjoyed this episode of AskBlast. I think that's what I'm going to call it, AskBlast. It sounds a little bit bad, but, if you have any ideas, comment down below. Like, subscribe, do all that. You get the idea. I'm dragging this outro out too long because I don't know how to end this. Have a wonderful day, you wonderful people.